It all began on a quiet morning in a small California neighborhood, where 7-year-old Jacob lived with his mother Olivia. Their home was always filled with warm Jacob's drawings on the fridge, the smell of Sunday pancakes, and Olivia's soft humming as she prepared breakfast. But on this particular morning, something felt different. Something felt wrong. Jacob woke up, rubbed his sleepy eyes, and ran to the kitchen as usual, expecting to see his mother smiling at the stove. Instead, he found Olivia sitting at the table, her hands trembling, her face pale, and her breathing heavy. "Mama, are you okay?" Jacob asked softly. Olivia tried to smile, but her voice cracked. "I'm okay, sweetheart. Just a little tired." But Jacob wasn't convinced. He climbed onto the chair beside her, touched her forehead, and felt the heat. His mother, his superhero, had never looked so weak. The day passed slowly. Olivia tried to keep moving, but each step grew harder. She coughed, held her chest, and struggled to stand upright. And little Jacob, though only 7, watched everything with worried eyes. That evening, when Olivia collapsed on the couch, Jacob panicked. He grabbed his small toy phone and pretended to call for help because that's what heroes do in cartoons. But this wasn't a cartoon. This was real. "Mama, I'll help you. I promise," he whispered. He brought her water. He placed a cold towel on her forehead like she used to do for him when he was sick. He even tried to make soup, spilling noodles everywhere, but he didn't stop trying. Hours passed, and Olivia grew weaker. Jacob sat beside her, holding her hand with his tiny fingers. "Mama, please don't close your eyes," he whispered, voice shaking. Olivia looked at her son. "Jacob, you're such a brave boy." But Jacob shook his head. "I just want you to get better." That night, Jacob barely slept. He kept checking her breathing, terrified she would grow still. And when morning arrived, he made the hardest decision a 7-year-old could ever make. He ran to their kind neighbor, Mrs. Carter. "Please help," Jacob cried. "My mom is very sick." Within minutes, the neighborhood came alive. Mrs. Carter rushed inside, checked Olivia, and immediately called an ambulance. Jacob watched in fear as paramedics lifted his mother onto a stretcher. His tiny hand held hers until they reached the ambulance doors. "Mama, don't leave me," Jacob sobbed. Despite the pain, Olivia squeezed his hand. "I'll be okay, sweetheart. I promise." But promises felt fragile at the hospital. Jacob sat in the waiting room, legs swinging off the chair, eyes filled with tears he tried not to let fall. Each time the door opened, he hoped it was news of his mother. Hours passed. Finally, a doctor approached with a gentle smile. "Your mom is stable now. She'll be okay." Jacob exhaled deeply, releasing the breath he had held since morning. He rushed into the room and saw Olivia connected to machines, but smiling weakly. "You saved me, Jacob," she whispered. "You saved my life." Jacob shook his head. "I didn't do anything. You did everything," Olivia said. "You stayed brave. You asked for help. And that's what heroes do." Jacob climbed onto the chair beside her bed and rested his head on her arm. "I love you, Mama. I love you more," she whispered. Over the next few days, Olivia improved. With proper treatment, rest, and support, she slowly regained strength. Jacob visited every evening after school, bringing drawings, flowers, and stories to make her smile. When Olivia finally returned home, Jacob hugged her tightly and refused to let go. "Are you really okay now?" he asked. Olivia kissed his forehead. "Because of you, yes." From that day on, the bond between Olivia and Jacob grew even stronger. They learned that heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they are 7-year-old boys who refuse to give up on the people they love. And Jacob, he never forgot the day he saved his mother's life. Thank you so much for watching this emotional story. Your support truly means the world to me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for more heart-touching stories. Stay blessed, stay connected.